I never thought my marriage would come to this point. If someone had told me a year ago that I'd be sleeping in my car, shivering at night, while my wife doubted my loyalty, I would have laughed in their face. And yet here I am, replaying every choice, every word, every moment, wondering where exactly it all went wrong. But let me start from the beginning, because without the full picture, you might think I'm the villain in this story. Maybe I am, or maybe I'm just a guy who made one critical mistake, trusting the wrong person. It all started with my wife's childhood friend. Let's call her Anna. Anna had been part of my wife's life long before I ever entered the picture. They grew up together, went through school together, and even when they drifted apart during college, they always found a way back to each other. So naturally, when we got married, Anna was around quite a bit. I didn't mind. In fact, I liked that my wife had a friend who knew her history so well. But what I didn't expect was that Anna's presence in our marriage would become dangerous. The night it happened, it was supposed to be innocent. My wife had gone to bed early because she had work in the morning, and Anna was staying over after a night out. I was in the kitchen cleaning up, and she came in, tipsy but not completely gone. "Hey," she said, leaning against the counter. "You're a really good guy, you know that?" I chuckled nervously, not sure what to say. Compliments from Anna were nothing new, but there was something different in the way she looked at me. Thanks, I guess," I replied, drying a glass. She stepped closer, way too close. "No, really. The way you take care of her, the way you treat her, I've never seen anything like it." I froze. My instincts told me to put distance between us, but my brain lagged a second too long. And in that moment, Anna leaned in, her hand brushing against my arm. "Anna," I said firmly, stepping back, "you need to go to bed. You've had too much to drink." She pouted, her words slurring slightly. "You don't get it, do you? I wish I had what she has. I wish I had you." My stomach dropped. This wasn't just drunken rambling. She meant it. "Stop," I hissed, glancing toward the hallway, terrified my wife would walk in. "This isn't okay. Go to bed. Now." But instead of listening, she grabbed my wrist and tried to pull me closer. Her voice dropped to a whisper. "Just once. She'll never know." That was it. I yanked my hand free and stepped back like she'd burned me. "Enough, Anna. Go to bed." She glared at me for a second, like I just humiliated her, then stormed off toward the guest room, muttering under her breath. I stood in the kitchen, heart pounding, trying to process what just happened. Should I wake my wife right then? Should I tell her immediately? Or would that just cause unnecessary drama? I made the wrong choice. I convinced myself it was better to wait until morning. Maybe Anna would wake up, apologize, and things could go back to normal. Maybe I was overreacting. Maybe it would all just disappear. But secrets don't stay buried. They rot. And when they surface, they stink worse than anything you could imagine. The next day, Anna acted normal. Too normal. She avoided eye contact with me, chatted with my wife like nothing had happened, and left without another word. I almost convinced myself I could let it go, but I couldn't shake the guilt. I hated myself for keeping it from my wife, but I also hated the idea of destroying her trust in both me and her childhood friend. Days turned into weeks, and then one night, lying in bed next to my wife, I couldn't take it anymore. I confessed. "Hey," I whispered, my voice trembling. "There's something I need to tell you." She stirred, half asleep. "What is it?" I hesitated. This was the moment. Once I said it, there was no going back. "Anna," she came on to me. That night she stayed over. Her eyes shot open, instantly awake. "What?" I swallowed hard. "She tried to kiss me. She said she wanted what you have." I stopped her. "Nothing happened. I swear to you, nothing happened." Silence. The kind of silence that makes your blood run cold. "You're telling me," she said slowly, her voice shaking, "that my best friend tried to sleep with you?" "Yes," I whispered. "And I'm sorry I didn't tell you right away. I just didn't want to hurt you." Her face twisted with a mixture of rage and pain. "You should have told me the second it happened. The second." "I know," I said quickly. "I messed up. But I swear to you, I didn't touch her. I pushed her away, but the damage was done. She got out of bed, pacing the room like she was trying to outrun her own thoughts. I don't know if I believe you, she muttered. Why wait weeks to tell me? Why now? Because I couldn't keep it in anymore, pleaded. I wanted to protect you. That's the truth. She shook her head, tears welling in her eyes. I need time. I need space. And just like that, my wife, the woman I loved more than anything, told me to leave. I packed a bag and walked out the door, my heart breaking with every step. I thought maybe she'd call me back. Maybe she'd realize I was telling the truth, but she didn't. Instead, I spent the night in my car, parked in a grocery store lot, staring at the ceiling and wondering if my marriage had just ended. And then came the worst part. Anna called me. At first, I ignored her. I didn't want anything to do with her, but she kept calling again and again until I finally picked up. What do you want? I snapped. I just want to talk, she said softly. I'm sorry for what happened. I never should have done that. Damn right you shouldn't have, I spat. Do you have any idea what you've done? She doesn't trust me anymore. I know, she whispered, and I hate myself for it. But I need to be honest with you. The reason I did it, it's because I caught feelings for you. Watching how you treat her, how you care for her, I wanted that for myself. I wanted you. Her words made my stomach turn. You don't get it, Anna. I don't want you. I love my wife. I know, she said, her voice trembling. But I also know she kicked you out. You're sleeping in your car right now, aren't you? I froze. How do you know that? She told me, Anna admitted. Look, I feel terrible about what happened, but you don't have to be alone. You can come stay with me until she cools down. My heart pounded. Was this a trap? Was she trying to take advantage of the situation she created? Or was she genuinely trying to make amends? Either way, I knew one thing. My marriage was hanging by a thread, and one wrong move could cut it completely. I sat in my car for hours, staring at my phone, replaying Anna's offer in my head. On one hand, the thought of a warm bed and a roof over my head was tempting. On the other, if my wife ever found out I stayed with Anna, that would be the nail in the coffin. My phone buzzed again. A message from Anna. Please, just let me make it up to you. I won't try anything, I promise. You can crash on my couch. You shouldn't have to sleep in your car. I threw the phone onto the passenger seat, gripping the steering wheel until my knuckles turned white. This was hell, and it was only the beginning. The night was quiet, too quiet. My car engine had been off for hours, and yet I sat there, unable to sleep. The cold crept through the windows, crawling across my skin. My phone screen glowed on the passenger seat, Anna's last message still visible. Please, just let me make it up to you. Crash on my couch. No strings attached. I hated that part of me even considered it. I grabbed the phone, staring at her words, my thumb hovering over the reply box. Every rational part of me screamed, don't do it. But another part, the tired, desperate, lonely part, whispered that maybe, just maybe, she was telling the truth. Before I could type anything, my phone buzzed again. This time, it wasn't Anna. It was my wife. My heart nearly leapt out of my chest. I answered instantly. Hello? Baby? Silence. Then her voice, cold and sharp. Where are you? I'm in the car, I said quickly. Just down the road. I didn't want to go far in case you needed me. She let out a bitter laugh. Needed you? The only thing I need from you right now is honesty. Full honesty. Not weeks later honesty. Not, I didn't want to hurt you honesty. The truth, the second it happens. I gripped the steering wheel. I swear to you, you already have the truth. Nothing happened with Anna. Nothing will ever happen with her. You keep saying that, she shot back. But you kept it from me, and that's the part that kills me. How do I know you're not keeping something else? Her words sliced through me. I wanted to scream, to shout, to shake her and make her believe me. But all I could do was whisper, because I love you, and because losing you is the only thing I'm truly afraid of. For a moment, there was silence on the line. I thought maybe Just maybe I'd reached her. But then she said the words that shattered me. I don't know if I can ever look at you the same again. The call ended. I sat there, phone pressed to my ear long after the screen went dark, staring into nothing. That was when the second call came, Anna again. I almost declined, but anger bubbled inside me. I answered. What the hell do you want now? Don't yell at me, she said quickly. I just want to help. Help, I barked. You've done enough. You blew up my marriage. I know, she cried. I know I ruined everything, but I swear, I never meant for this to happen. I saw the way you looked at her, the way you held her, the way you spoke to her. Do you know how rare that is? Do you know how hard it is to find someone who actually treats a woman right? I wanted that. I wanted you, and I was stupid. Her voice cracked, and for a second, I almost felt sorry for her. Almost. But then she said the one thing that made my skin crawl. She doesn't deserve you if she can't see the truth. But I do. My blood turned to ice. Don't you ever say that again. You don't know her. You don't know us. She is my wife, and she's the only person I want. Anna was silent for a moment. Then, in a softer tone, if that's true, then why are you out there freezing in your car instead of inside with her? Maybe deep down, you know she doesn't want you anymore. The line went dead before I could respond. Her words burrowed into my skull, replaying over and over. Maybe deep down, you know she doesn't want you anymore. The following morning was worse. My back ached from the car seat, my head throbbed from lack of sleep, and my phone battery had barely survived the night. I tried calling my wife again. No answer. I sent her a long message, pouring my heart out. Please believe me. I love you. I made a mistake by waiting to tell you, but I've never touched Anna. I never will. You are my everything. I'll wait outside as long as it takes. I'm not giving up on us. No reply. Instead, Anna texted again. You don't have to suffer like this. Just come over. I'll keep my word. Nothing will happen. Just a warm place to stay. I wanted to throw my phone out the window, but then came the flashbacks. The memories of when I first met my wife years ago. I remembered seeing her across the room at a mutual friend's party. She was laughing, holding a drink, the most genuine smile I had ever seen. I remember thinking, that's the kind of person I want in my life. I remembered our first date, sitting in a tiny cafe, losing track of time because conversation with her was effortless. I remembered the night I proposed, my hands shaking so badly I almost dropped the ring, and the way she cried when she said yes. Those memories burned inside me like a fire, pushing back against Anna's poison. I whispered to myself, no, I won't lose her. I can't. The second night in the car was even harder. I tried everything to distract myself. Scrolling, listening to music, even trying to nap in short bursts, but the loneliness was suffocating. Around midnight, my phone buzzed again. This time it was a video call from Anna. I nearly declined instantly, but something inside me, curiosity, anger, maybe both, made me answer. The screen lit up with her face, her hair messy, her eyes red like she'd been crying. Why are you calling me? I asked flatly. Because I can't stop thinking about you, she admitted. I messed up. I ruined everything. But I'm begging you, let me fix it. Just come here. Stay on my couch. I'll prove to you that I'm not trying anything. I shook my head. You don't get it. The only way to fix this is if she believes me. Not you. Not your apologies. Her trust is the only thing that matters. Anna bit her lip. And what if she never trusts you again? Then I'll keep fighting until she does, I said, my voice breaking. She stared at me through the screen, silent for a long moment. Then she whispered, you're wasting your love on someone who doesn't appreciate it. I ended the call. By the third day, my wife still hadn't let me back. She'd text me short, cold messages like, I need more time, or don't come inside yet. And every hour, like clockwork, Anna would message me again. Sometimes with apologies, sometimes with offers, sometimes with thinly veiled insults toward my wife. It was driving me insane. Finally, I snapped. I called Anna, and the second she answered, I let loose. Stop. Just stop. You've said enough. Do you realize what you're doing? Every message, every call, you're making this worse. You want to fix things? Then leave me alone. She didn't yell back. Instead, she whispered, I can't, because I love you. The words hit me like a punch. I gritted my teeth. You don't love me. You love the idea of me. But the reality is I'm taken. And I will always choose her. Anna's voice cracked. Then why does she keep pushing you away? My throat tightened. I didn't have an answer. And in that silence, I realized the most terrifying part of all. Anna wasn't giving up. By the fourth day, exhaustion had become a constant state of being. My body ached from sleeping in the cramped driver's seat. My clothes smelled stale, and my mind was clouded with fear and doubt. I hadn't shaved, I hadn't eaten properly, and every time I looked in the mirror, I barely recognized myself. I texted my wife again that morning. Please, can we talk face to face? I'll sit outside, I won't push. I just need you to see me. She didn't reply, not for hours. When her message finally came through, it was short. I don't know what to believe anymore. Those words hurt worse than if she'd just said she hated me. Later that day, something happened that nearly broke me. I was sitting in the car, scrolling aimlessly, when I saw a notification pop up. An incoming call. Not from Anna this time, from my wife. I scrambled to answer. Hello, baby? Her voice was trembling, not with anger, but with something else, betrayal. She came here. My chest tightened. Who? Anna? Yes, she hissed. She showed up at the door, crying, saying she needed to talk to me. Do you know what she told me? My heart pounded in my ears. What? She said you kissed her. I felt the blood drain from my face. That's a lie. You know that's a lie. I pushed her away. She said it was mutual, that you both got caught up in the moment, and that you're only denying it because you feel guilty. No. I nearly shouted. That never happened. She's twisting it. She's trying to ruin us because she wants me. Please, you have to believe me. But her silence on the other end told me everything. You told me nothing happened, she whispered. And now she's telling me something did. Who am I supposed to believe? My best friend since childhood? Or my husband who waited weeks to tell me? I pressed my forehead against the steering wheel, my throat burning. Believe me, please. I swear to you on everything. My life, my love for you, it never happened. She's lying because she wants to take you away from me. Her breathing was ragged, shaky. I can't do this, she muttered. I need more time. The line went dead. I screamed into the empty car, slamming my fists against the dashboard until my knuckles stung. Anna had crossed the line. It wasn't enough for her to destroy my peace. Now she was poisoning my wife directly. That night, Anna texted me again. I told her the truth. I told her what happened between us. She deserved to know. I typed furiously, "You're lying. Nothing happened. Why are you doing this?" Her reply came instantly. "Because you won't admit it to yourself. You wanted me that night. I felt it. You can keep denying it, but I know the truth. And now so does she." I threw the phone against the passenger seat, my whole body shaking with rage. The next morning, I couldn't take it anymore. I drove to the house. I parked at the curb, staring at the front door, my hands trembling on the wheel. My wife's car was in the driveway. She was home, but would she even open the door if I knocked? I forced myself out of the car, walked up the steps, and knocked. My heart pounded so hard I thought it might burst. After what felt like an eternity, the door opened a crack. My wife stood there, her face pale, her eyes red from crying. "What are you doing here?" she asked flatly. "I needed to see you," I said quickly. "Please, just 5 minutes. That's all I'm asking." She hesitated, then stepped outside, closing the door behind her. Arms crossed, defensive. "Talk," she said coldly. I swallowed hard. "She's lying to you. I know she's your friend, and I know you've known her longer than you've known me. But I swear to you, nothing happened. I never kissed her. I never touched her. I never even wanted her. Her eyes narrowed. Then why would she lie? Because she wants what you have. She told me herself. She caught feelings for me because she saw how well I treat you. She admitted it to my face. She shook her head. That doesn't make sense. She wouldn't just throw away our friendship over some crush. She would, I insisted. She already has. She tried to seduce me. I said no. And now she's trying to ruin us so she can have me for herself. Please, baby, look at me. You know me. You know I wouldn't do that to you. For a second, I saw something in her eyes, doubt, yes, but also the faintest flicker of belief. Like part of her wanted to trust me, but the wound was still too fresh. She turned away. I don't know. I just don't know. And before I could say another word, she went back inside and locked the door. That night, Anna called again. I almost didn't answer, but anger boiled inside me. I wanted to confront her. What the hell is wrong with you? I spat the second I picked up. I told her the truth, Anna said calmly. She deserved to know what really happened. Nothing happened, I shouted. You're lying to her, and you know it. She laughed bitterly. Keep telling yourself that. But she doesn't believe you, does she? Because deep down, she knows the truth. She knows you wanted me. My hands shook so violently I nearly dropped the phone. I swear to God, if you ever come near her again, what will you do? She interrupted, her voice dripping with venom. She already doubts you. She already pushed you out. You've already lost her. The only difference is, I'm still here. I'm the one who actually wants you. Her words twisted in my chest like a knife. I hung up, my breathing ragged, my vision blurred with rage. By the end of the week, I was unraveling. Couldn't eat, couldn't sleep. My wife barely spoke to me, and when she did, it was short, cold replies. Anna, on the other hand, wouldn't stop. Every call, every text, every poisonous word was dragging me further down. And the worst part? My wife started asking me questions that made my blood run cold. Where exactly were you that night she stayed over? Did she touch you? Even for a second? Why didn't you tell me sooner if it was really nothing? Each question was a test. And no matter how desperately I answered, I could see in her eyes that she wasn't satisfied. Anna's lies were working. One night, as I sat in the car staring at the dark sky, I whispered to myself, I'm losing her. And the terrifying thought hit me, maybe I already had. The night everything came crashing down didn't start with yelling. It didn't even start with tears. It started with silence, her silence. My wife sat across from me at the table, her hands folded, her phone lying face up between us like a loaded gun. Her eyes weren't on me, they were on the screen. And I already knew, before she said a single word, that the truth had found its way to her. Do you know what this is? She asked quietly. Her voice was calm, but the calm that comes before a storm. I swallowed. My chest felt heavy. On the screen was a string of messages. Not mine, hers, Anna's. My wife had texted her, demanding the truth. And Anna had given it. Not the twisted, convenient version I feared. Not the self-pitying story she fed me on the phone when she said she caught feelings. But the raw, blunt confession of what she tried to do that night. She told me everything, my wife said, her voice breaking just a little. She told me she tried to kiss you, that she pulled you into the bedroom, that you pushed her away, that you left, and then you didn't tell me. Her eyes finally lifted to mine, and I swear I felt smaller than I've ever felt in my life. I didn't cheat, I whispered. My voice cracked. I swear to you, I didn't cheat. I know, she said, and for a moment, those two words felt like oxygen flooding my lungs. But then she added, that doesn't mean you didn't betray me. My stomach dropped. Her fingers tapped the phone once, as if to punctuate the thought. You didn't tell me the night it happened. You let me sit there, laughing with her, smiling at her, sleeping next to you, while you carried this secret. Do you have any idea how that feels? I was scared, I admitted. I thought you'd think I was lying. I thought you'd think I did something. And didn't I? She shot back instantly. Her eyes were sharp now, wet with tears, but burning. Didn't I think exactly that? You weren't wrong, because when you hide something from me, that's what happens. My mind goes to the worst place possible. Silence. A silence so loud it made my ears ring. Then came the breaking point. She leaned forward, her voice low, almost trembling. You were supposed to be my safe place, my one person who never lies to me. And the first real test, the first time someone tempted you, even if you passed, you still failed me. I felt it then, the final nail being hammered into the coffin of our marriage. And I couldn't breathe. Please, I whispered, please don't do this. Please don't throw us away. I love you. I love you more than anything. I didn't touch her. I didn't betray you. Don't let this be the end. Her face softened, but only for a second. She looked down at the phone again. She offered you her place, didn't she? My heart stopped. Yes, I admitted, but I didn't go. I never would. I never. But you didn't tell me that either, she cut in. Her hands finally picked up the phone, gripping it like it was the only thing tethering her to this world. You didn't tell me she kept calling, that she wanted you to stay with her. You let me find out from her instead of you. I was trying to protect you, I said desperately, but the words sounded hollow even as they left my mouth. She shook her head slowly. No, you were protecting yourself. That was the moment I realized I had already lost. The next hour was a blur. Her tears, my apologies, the weight of every word I should have said sooner but didn't. At one point, she asked me to pack a bag. At another, she said she didn't know if she could ever look at me the same again. And then came the words that shattered me completely. I need you to leave, she said quietly. Her voice was empty now, drained of anger, drained of love, drained of everything. Not forever, not yet, but for now, I need you to go. I stood there in the doorway with my bag over my shoulder, my chest burning, my throat raw from trying not to cry. She didn't kiss me, she didn't hug me, she didn't even look at me. And as the door closed behind me, I realized the cruelest truth of all. I hadn't lost her to her friend. I had lost her to my silence. I got into my car, the same car I'd been sleeping in the night she first kicked me out. And as I sat there gripping the steering wheel, Anna's name lit up on my phone again. She was calling to offer me comfort, calling to offer me a place, calling to offer me herself. For the first time, I didn't answer. For the first time, I let it ring, because I finally understood that no matter how this ends, whether my wife takes me back or whether she doesn't, I can't make the same mistake twice. The truth cost me everything once. Silence cost me even more. Now all I have left is time. Time and the hope that maybe, just maybe, she'll remember that I never touched her friend. That the only thing I was guilty of was being afraid. And maybe one day that will be enough.